Hey there, it's Laurel. Thanks so much for joining me today. I know I've been so sporadic with my blogging and video making, but it's summer and my kids are home with me, so I have like no time to myself. But once things get back and they get back in school, we'll get back into the swing of things. But today I want to show you quickly how to make your own glitter paper, pattern paper rather. And here's a look at what we're making. See how it sparkles through all those cute little images back there? Look at those like ice cream and popsicles and pretzels and lollipops and candy. I mean, this is like a dentist's nightmare, but it's my dream. This is a new company to me. It's from Heffy Doodle, and the stamp set is called Adorable Lions. It's so cute. I love it. So what I did was I took all the little images from the stamp set and I stamped them onto a piece of white cardstock using some Memento Tuxedo black ink. I chose that ink because I'm going to be using Copic markers here in a minute. So I created my own pattern paper just by stamping all the various small images from the stamp set. I didn't use any of the other cards. I do have 2 other cards on my blog, by the way, today. Using some of the lions and whatnot from that stamp set. So be sure to head on over to my blog. But today we're going to focus on the small images from the set for this video and how to make your own glitter paper. So I'm using Copic's 1 color per image. I'm not getting all crazy and wild with the shading because you're not even going to be able to tell anyway once you're said and done. You can use any markers at all. You do not have to use Copic markers. You can even watercolor if you want to. Whatever floats your boat, go for it. Let me talk a little bit about the Heffy Doodle stamp company while I'm coloring here. They are a new company to me. I actually saw them in my Instagram feed. I think someone shared her Kickstarter campaign. She's doing like a fundraising campaign. She's got 4 stamp sets and 3 coordinating dies, and she released them through a Kickstarter campaign. So I saw that and I'm like, what is that? What's happening? So I clicked on that link and got taken to her blog, and then I saw all the stamp sets and stuff that she's designed, and then I emailed her and I'm like, please, what can I do to be part of your blog hop that's coming up? So that's how I'm here. So woohoo! But it's really cute. It's a Kickstarter campaign. I'll be sure to link to it below. So if you want to get your hands on any of the products, you can do it through her campaign. And by doing that, you get a little bit of a discounted price for purchasing the stamps. So anywho, I got all my images all good and colored. And look at that ice cream and the pretzels and the popsicles. And you can make that little cup a cup of coffee, but my daughter said it was a milkshake. So I colored them all to be milkshakes. But anyway, how cute is that? Seriously. And I think it's adorable. I'm hungry. I'm really hungry right now. So anyway, I want to add a little bit of color to that white card base there. So I'm using some cracked pistachio distressing. Now that scratch paper that you see me kind of dabbing off on came straight out of my garbage can. And what I do is I take my blending tool to the ink pad, I pounce off on that scratch piece of paper, and then I go to the paper. I do that because I don't want any blending lines from my tool. Sometimes if I go from my ink pad straight to my project with my blending tool, I'm going to get a circle because that's the shape of my blending tool. I don't want to do that, so that's why I'm dabbing off on that piece of paper, in case you were wondering. So I left all the edges white, and I just focused on the center part with the green. And now it's time to bring on the sparkle, baby. Bring it on. This is some Nuvo Glimmer paste, and I love it. This is their clear. It's called Moonstone, and you just take it and you just, like you're frosting a cake, you just blend that right on. I'm using a palette knife. You can use a butter knife, the edge of a credit card, anything flat that will help you smear all this stuff on. And then I'm just making sure it's a nice smooth application. I don't want it bumpy or lumpy or anything like that. I clean as I go. It's important not to let that stuff dry because it'll be hard to get up. And then I let it dry, and it's sparkly and it's beautiful, and it's so hard to capture on camera, but it's there. It's just and it doesn't come off on your fingers, which is why I'm a huge fan of this Glimmer paste, because with glitter, I don't really use it too much because it's messy. I find it all over my work surface, up my nose, in my hair, everywhere. So I try to stay away from glitter, but this is a great way to get the look of glitter paper without the glitter. You get it? But look how cute all those colorful images are on the background. I love it. Now, again, as I mentioned in the video at some point, I do have 2 other cards up on my blog. One is a shaker, and I very rarely make shaker cards, and using the other images from the stamp set, focusing on the bigger images. This video is just focusing on the smaller ones. So be sure to head to my blog to check out the other 2 cards I made. Again, I will link below in the YouTube description to give you the blog link, and also the Kickstarter campaign if you're interested in that. And that's it. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and I will see you next time.